Hello everyone, welcome back to Automation and BeamNG Drive. My name is Tim, and today we're going to be building a vehicle that I think is quite special. A vehicle that's quite wonderful, if I say so myself. We're going to be building a pipe organ. We're going to make this thing out of steel. We're going to give this thing a heavy-duty ladder chassis because, well, it's the newest item in the game. Because why not? Steel, we're going to do front longitudinal, and we're going to do whatever one has the best load capacity. Solid axle leaf, max quality for everything, and with that, we're going to head over to the trim thing right here, and now we're just going to modify it and just add on a bunch of cool stuff. We're going to shape it to our desires, and if you're wondering, I'm planning on building a pipe organ that can be driven. Because, first off, pipe organs are cool and are criminally underrated. I think that we should. Anyway, we're going to put a 7-speed manual in this thing. Let's see, what does 4-speed do? Nah, I'll just keep it at 4-speed for now. Might change it later, and let's see, we're going to do radial, all-terrain, maximum width we can possibly get. And, oh no, the front ones aren't 395s. That is a massive problem for me. That is a massive problem. I like my tires being uniform in size. Sometimes I can't have that, sometimes I can. Anyway, I'm just making these things big enough so that, you know, they could actually be used because this thing is going to be heavy. And now for brakes, we're going to do carbon ceramic, 6-piston, max force everything. We're going to do just maximum everything for that. Off-road skid tray, best airflow, best quality. Interior, we're going to make this thing as heavy as humanly possible because I want to see just how heavy this thing can get. Electric, variable, nah, just electric. We're going to get good traction control, good all of that. No safety, maximum quality for the non-existent safety, and now we're just going to give it whatever suspension is best and most durable and reliable, because I'm not here going to tune the suspension. No, the real star of the show is the vehicle itself. And, well, let's just say there was a ridiculously insane amount of footage that I did not really know how to put it into a time-lapse form without making it too jittery and just a mess. Anyway, here's it on the track, and, okay, this thing is actually decently slow. Actually, no, it is pathetically slow. Seriously, you're only going 8 miles per hour? Really? Gosh, that is so slow. Anyway, this is the statistics for it all right here, pretty darn fast. And, well, I feel like we need to do something. Hit the music. 12 hours and a new engine later, here we are with our drivable pipe organ. At 750 fixtures, it is by far my most complex vehicle I've ever made. And speaking of a new engine, this thing is powered by a supercharged 36-liter V10, and the supercharger itself is larger than most truck engines. Anyway, we're gonna be going to BeamNG Drive! 3, 2, 1, let's go! Okay. This thing is actually really darn fast, I'm not even gonna lie. And we're already at, we were at 60. But yeah, here's the pipe organ itself. As you can see, we have our little plastic chair on the side. And you know what? I think that while we're driving, we should play pipe organ because, you know, if texting and driving is dangerous, yeah, what do you think is more dangerous? Texting and driving or playing the pipe organ while driving? Honestly, I think playing the pipe organ is more dangerous because you have to use your feet, and it's absolutely ridiculous. And let's see, 100 miles per hour right there. Okay, this thing is genuinely fast. If I had my old turbine thrasher engine working again, this thing would arguably be able to go like 200 miles per hour easily. But due to the new update and the complete overhaul and how engines are, you know, designed and all that, all my powerful engines that made like 5,000 horsepower now don't make all that much. Oh, and if you're wondering, the gear shifter, that is not on a fixture. That is the supercharger. I'm not kidding. So yeah, just put your hand there and you're probably going to get third-degree burns because this thing is powered by a ridiculously stupid engine. It was originally powered by a 10-liter V8 and, oh, Yeah, we already lost a wheel. This isn't a Tim2716 BeamNG drive race if I don't lose a wheel. Because I feel like that's like a characteristic of most times I race around this track. I always lose a wheel. Now, right here, I'm gonna tell you about a little scenario that I thought of, and if you know about Honda Civic drivers, there's kind of a stereotype that some Honda Civic drivers will like drive around neighborhoods at like 3 a.m. with no exhaust and will cause like noise complaints. Imagine calling the police for noise complaints at 3 a.m. and the person they pull over is driving a pipe organ playing a Sabaton song while also going like 160 miles per hour. At that point, just let them go at that point, because their taste in music is so good, why do they need to obey the law? Oh, and we're almost there? Oh my. Of course we're stopping, and well, since we're stopping, I think it's an appropriate time to look at the organ. Yeah, that music sheet, that's for The Last Stand by Sabaton, because, well, why not? And okay, we did not do bad. Under 2 minutes in a pipe organ. Nice. Now we get a better view of the pipe organ from the chair. We have a picture of the Last Supper. We're in the town. I don't exactly know where this is, but right here we have our beautiful machine. We got our foot pedals. We got all of that stuff. And in our interior, our horrifying interior, in which the supercharger cover is a part of the center console. So yeah, don't ever touch that, because you are going to get incredibly hurt by the sheer amount of heat this thing produces. But in all honesty, this thing is staying cool pretty well, so it might not be the worst thing ever, but I do not recommend touching it. Anyway, just look at these right here. We have 3 manuals, or sets of keys, on this thing. We have 72 stops, about 300 pipes, a bunch of belts on the other side, and, as you can see, we have a speedometer to know just how fast we're going while we're driving. They are the Panzer Elites, born to compete, bent to retreat, go division! Oh, we're stuck. Oh well, welcome back to the main center right here. We're right by the gas station, and even in all-wheel drive, no, 4-wheel drive, this thing still smokes the wheels out, because this thing has a ridiculous amount of power, and just this interior is terrible. Keep in mind, I spent basically all the time working on the exterior, or the middle section of the vehicle, and the interior, let's just say the interior was an afterthought, to say the least. And okay, does not look like we're doing too good on these roads. Oh no. Alright, we're back up again. Our car is all fixed, and it's looking beautiful. And of course, we have to hit the rail within the first 5 seconds of driving this thing. And you know what? Oh no, we're probably gonna slide again, but luckily we didn't. And we're just gonna head down the forest, just driving at stupidly breakneck speeds. And oh my, of course, we crashed again! Like, seriously, this thing is a tree magnet. It's like inside of it, there's like one of those like superconducting magnets they have at CERN, and it's attracted specifically to trees. That's what this thing has in it. Also, I want to tell you something. When making this, I came to a realization. Oh, that's a nice bridge. Yeah, my realization was that Dance Dance Revolution and playing the pipe organ are 2 of the exact same things. Think about it. With a pipe organ, you have to use your feet in order to get the right rhythm, and with Dance Dance Revolution, you have to stomp on colorful tiles, and yeah, basically a pipe organ is, aw, darn it! Of course, we crashed again, and I had to reset my car for, you know, the 3rd time so far. Like, seriously, this thing loves trees. If this thing could legally get married, it would probably get married to, like, the Hyperion redwood tree in California, because, well, it's the tallest tree in the world, and such a magnificent car needs to be married to such a magnificent tree. But in all honesty, that wedding would probably just be this car crashing into the tree, because, oh my, this thing Oh my, it's gonna do it again. And it did! 4th time! What is this car's obsession with trees? Seriously, this car has like some insane like compulsion for trees. It's like a tree addict. Are these trees filled with like drugs or something like that? Is the pollen made out of like cocaine or something like that? Why is my car so obsessed with trees all of a sudden? Seriously, when we were in the Hirochi circuit, it wasn't obsessed with trees, it was obsessed with the barriers, but now it wants to hit trees all the time, and yeah, we're just taking it on its little off-road test. It's doing actually really good for an 8,000-pound musical instrument. Wow, this is actually really cool, and 5th time it hit a tree. Are you kidding me? What is wrong with this thing? Are you actually serious? You need to stop it with your tree obsession. It's not even an obsession, it's probably like an addiction. I don't even know if it's that at that point. It's probably even worse than one. It's probably a religious devotion to trees. I don't know what's going on with my pipe organ. Why is it misbehaving? Well, this is what happens whenever you don't have your pipe organs submerged in holy water during the manufacturing process. They are attracted to trees. Oh my. And well, that's their problem. And okay. We actually stopped. That's actually pretty good. I think that's literally the exact same spot we crashed a few minutes ago because, well, we're going in circles because I have no idea where we're going. I don't know. All I know is that we're going under a bridge. That's really cool. Actually, I think we're going a different way, but that's really nice. We went to go under a bridge. We're now going really, really fast because for some reason we thought, 2,500 horsepower is an appropriate amount for something this big. And let's go! Okay, right here, we're at the drag strip, and we're gonna be testing just how fast this thing goes. From a standstill, 3, 2, 1, let's go! Okay, this thing, for being a pipe organ, is really, really fast. I think it definitely deserves the title of world's fastest pipe organ. We're already at 100 miles per hour, and let's see, about 12 seconds, not bad. Like, that is genuinely not bad, especially for a vehicle this heavy. And for our next vehicle test, we're gonna be doing the Tony Hawk test. Can this vehicle do the half pipe? It absolutely cannot. It cannot do a stunt because it is way too just wonky of a vehicle. Like, I don't even know where this thing's center of mass would be. It could be up at the top. Those pipes could be solid gold for all I know. I hope that they're just like aluminum that's painted to look like gold. And now, we're gonna be engaging, you guessed it, the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift test. And well, this thing succeeds. If this thing were in a Fast and Furious movie, it would not look out of place, especially with how crazy they've been getting lately. Like, there's like jokes about how they're gonna be like going to Mars in like the next movie. Keep in mind, I don't watch Fast and Furious, so I know basically nothing about the franchise. But with that out of the way, I just want to talk about something very simple, because back a while ago in this video, I mentioned like someone being pulled over for noise complaints driving a pipe organ. If we were to sell this to the public, what on earth would the video campaign even look like for this thing? It would probably have to be the single most ridiculous thing ever to convince people, yeah, pipe organ's a good purchase, and 189, we're at 189 miles per hour, and unfortunately, we're going slower because we're now in 6th gear. But back to the whole promotion on how we would promote this thing, it would probably be a commercial along the lines of, do you like going fast? Do you like annoying people? Do you love playing the pipe organ? Well, we have the perfect vehicle for you. You can do all of them at once. You can jam out to your favorite Sabaton song while annoying people at 3 a.m. with your super loud pipe organ. Yeehaw!
All for the low, low price of $100,000. Yeehaw! See your local cathedral today and ask about the droppable pipe organ. Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Let's jam out! Jammity jam, jam, jam! This is so much fun playing the pipe organ.
I have absolutely no idea how a pipe organ works. Anyway, let's just admire this beautiful monstrosity going 177 miles per hour. There's the belt system. I think it's a genuine piece of art because, first off, this thing has enough gold to satiate a dragon's needs. Because what dragon is good without gold? Every dragon needs gold. And, well, once you reach a stop, we're gonna be heading somewhere special. Anyway,
welcome to the jungle!
We don't got fun or games, but we have really good music and a really weird vehicle. Anyway, our goal is to fly this thing into the ocean because I think that is a really cool thing. Also, I've done it several times before, and that's something I love about this map, that if you position the vehicles just right, you can fly and do a somersault into the ocean. And oh no, we're hitting the light tower. No! Oh no! Why? Why did we hit the light tower? But anyway, while the driver cries to themselves about how they're probably gonna lose their job for getting in this situation, one thing that we can do is jam out for the grace of the might of the Lord, for the home of the holy, for the grace for the way of the sword, give the light so boldly. Okay, that's enough of the last stand by Sabaton. Let's see if we can get out of here and see. Let's go to the jump arena right now. Now, since we're at the jump arena, our final task is simple. We're going to see, can this thing fly? Does this thing have the angelic power, and was this thing blessed before it was made? Because I mentioned a lot earlier that every good pipe organ has been soaked in holy water in order to make sure that it's holy. Is this machine holy? Because if it is, it should be able to fly straight to heaven. If it isn't, it'll go into the pool. That is my logic that we have right here. Anyway, let's do some jamming out. We aren't gonna play anything because we need to stay focused and make sure we don't die because ow, that hurts so much. I don't like hitting the ground in these vehicles, and yeah, this vehicle is not going to heaven. Anyway, that's all, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Go, 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 go.